startups, entrepreneurship, starting your own new business. Join me every week as we dive into stories, topics, and advices from the top founders, innovators, the crazy ones, the misfits, the troublemakers. Every Saturday at 4 p.m. I'll see you there.
How do you feel like in the investment space, the VCs, investors, what's the status of such investors?
Maybe they just want to see a better world, or maybe they actually have a passion कि यार technology इस level पे पहुंचे.
What kind of an attitude did it take you, and what kind of attitude should they have when they do go into the market or they are stepping into the markets?
You know, how much you keep to run the company afloat and so on. And that's where the regulators come in.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to another podcast. मेरा नाम सादुल्लाह वाला है and this is the Startup Podcast. We've interviewed a lot of people who are startup founders, people who have a lot of fun projects. मगर एक जो रोल होता है, जो इन सारी जो हमने बातें करी, कोई बिज़नेस वाला कोई आता है, कुछ होता है, उनसे रिलेटेबल होता है, उनको चैनलाइज करने में, उनको ऑपरेट करने में फैसिलिटेट करता है ये रोल. एंड अभी हम उन रोल की बात नहीं करेंगे, अभी तो हम उनके बारे में सीखेंगे जिन शख्स से तो हमने बुलाया है. आज हमारे साथ वासिफ़ अहमद साहिब हैं. वासिफ़ भाई इज़ आई वुड से नाउ अ फ्रेंड, and he is now working on many fun things, and is a very passionate guy with a lot of experience. I'm happy to now today finally host him at our studio, and we talked about a bunch of things. He has some amazing ideas, amazing learned person, and how he thinks about startups, investments, what are his tips for you to start your things together with people or get guidance. We'll learn about that today. So please welcome Vasif bhai. Vasif bhai, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone's well. Not a lot of experience actually doing podcasts, so just bear with me. I'm a starter compared to
हम एक गप्पे लगाने के लिए आए हैं. बस हम चाय पी रहे हैं, पानी पी रहे हैं और अपने काम की बात कर रहे हैं.
Right.
But while we're here, again, thanks a lot for joining in. I'd like to start off from your journey.
Okay.
Because we feel that learning about anyone, you have to learn about their journey first.
Right.
How it started, where were you born,
Right.
Where did you go to school, and how did you actually get into finance? Finance, sorry, finance बोलना भूल गया. Finance.
Finance guy, yes. So I'm a Karachite, born in Karachi. My father was in advertising, my mother was a school teacher. I have two sisters, a younger brother, so there are four of us. So शुरू के 12 साल studied at Karachi grammar, came from middle class family. Parents था कि अच्छा ठीक है बाहर जाके पढ़ेंगे, and so we got an opportunity to move to London, migrate there, and so I migrated at the age of 16. The whole family migrated.
Wow.
And one of the first so I did my high school in London. One of the first lectures I actually
London या इसके कोई?
नहीं, Central London, in
Wow.
the city.
Okay.
I lived in Greater London, but in London. So one of the first lectures I always remember is कि like एक classroom थी, communications का lecture था. उसने कहा कि like why does racism exist? And it was a class of say 30-40 people, mixture of like blacks, whites, Asians, and whatever, great mix, and English guy teaching, and everybody kept quiet, had diplomatic answers, and and then he eventually said, okay, the truth is racism exists because white people think colored people are ugly. And
this is 30 plus years ago.
This is in a communication class, and then everybody started opening up and everybody started agreeing, all of them, whether they were black. they agreed. So the black people said, yes, that's so true, because you know a lot of them wanted to go into acting, into media, and they said like जो black में fair color skin होते हैं उनको बहुत ज़्यादा opportunity मिलती है.
तो black में fair color would be जो
अपनी race के जो darker, you know, different. They said we can tell from my experiences. अगर आप हमारे एशियन कल्चर में देखें तो है कि जो फेयर होते हैं सिर्फ पुराने ज़माने फेयर स्किन्ड है, दैट जस्ट आप भी देखें कि सबसे ज़्यादा, आई डोंट वांट टू नेम नेम्स, बट फेयर स्किन्ड इज़ वेरी वेरी पॉपुलर.
Pakistan even, right?
In Pakistan, it sells a lot. I mean, ironic, I was having a chat with my wife and she actually said like, look, you know, now सामने कलर के लोग तो अब नज़र ही नहीं आते. You know, where's the natural, like, how come everyone's white? If you look in the media in general, the fair skinned, मुझे, and if you look at our historical culture, grandparents, वो कहते हैं अच्छी यार ये गोरा है काला, you know, तो ये हमारे culture में भी था. So everybody started opening up, and this guy was saying like, he was talking about history, right? कि white और black, this is the truth कि we find ugly. तो फिर आपके पास क्यों था कि क्लास में था कि dogs and colored people are not allowed? That was not just in India, in South Africa, and all of those countries. Why? Because you consider ugly यार, आप skin color आपकी ऐसी है. So that's the fundamental cause of racism. और वो फिर आपने and see, so every single person agreed with this English guy. Every single person, the blacks, the Chinese, the Indians, Pakistanis, all of them. Because उन्होंने अपनी society में देखा हुआ है. अच्छा लड़की चाहिए गोरी चाहिए, अच्छा लड़का is fair. You know.
मगर चाइनीज भी तो फेयर होते हैं, उनके साथ भी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होती है.
चाइनीज यानी चाइनीज में एवरीथिंग नॉट ऑल, चाहे थाई अगर आप देखें कुछ,
और जैसे फिलिपिनोज होते हैं तो उनको डिस्करेज करते हैं, और थाई होते हैं, थाई फिर फेयर होते हैं.
सो आई कांट गो इनटू डिटेल में.
yes.
ब्लैक्स क्लियरली एक्चुअली सेट कि हमारे साथ काफ़ी देयर इज अ डिफरेंस
100%. नो,
और हमारे मैं अपने पाकिस्तानी सोसाइटी में बीइंग ब्रॉट एंड बॉर्न एंड ब्रेड हियर डेली बेसिस पर आप देखते हैं कि देयर इज अ डिफरेंस, राइट?
यस इट इज.
तो उसका होता है, वी ट्राई टू हाइड दैट बाय एक्चुअली अडॉप्टिंग. हमारे पास कॉलोनियल इन्फ्लुएंस अभी बहुत ज़्यादा है. You know, I actually, you go to a lot of banks, you know, मेरे को तो people are always interested, Harvard came to नहीं हमको गोरा चाहिए. I say like, this is from a government institution, a very senior guy. He's calling me up and said, just because I work for an international firm, like we need a speaker. Wasif, I need गोरा चाहिए. I got this guy from Harvard. But तो मैं मजाक से अपने दोस्तों को कहता था, because you know when I actually went first to London, मेरा तो इम्प्रेशन था कि लाइक वही कॉलोनियल कि लाइक एवरीबडी वॉज फ्रॉम ईटन, हैरो, यू नो, एवरीवनस वेल ऑफ, वेरी पॉलिश्ड, जो हमारा माइंडसेट था. तो मैंने कहा था यहाँ भी ऑब्वियसली पॉवर्टी है. मैं अपने दोस्तों को कहता था लाइक यार व्हाई यू स्ट्रगलिंग, जस्ट कम टू इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, लाइक यू नो यू विल बिकम एन MD और CEO ऑफ अ कंपनी, बिकॉज वी आर फैसिनेटेड विद यू गाइज. You know,
इसका ना एक ऐड बनाना क्योंकि आज भी वैलिड है.
we want to embrace whatever you do there. This is despite, and imagine these are countries which actually उस ज़माने कहते हैं, I read somewhere, I don't know how official that is, उस ज़माने में the British took $40 trillion 1910, you know, from India. And
up till then
at that time I read somewhere. तो लेकिन we are still infatuated. We just, तो I don't think it's a British hierarchy thing. अगर आप मुग़ल एरा को देखें, I'm sure उसमें भी हमारे पास ये psychological issue है. Whoever is the ruler, you spend a good 100 years just saying we want to be like them, because you just see a success story, right? And you embrace it. तो you know, you don't go into the fundamentals. You don't. तो जब तक आप अपनी respect नहीं करेंगे, how would other people respect you?
that's
right.
so true.
But what actually helped me was because I went at UK at an early age, I was always कि नहीं मुझे वापस आना है, अपने मुल्क में वापस रहना.
क्यों?
Just sense of belonging. It wasn't like I was a patriotic Pakistani. I felt at home.
But what felt like home? Did the lassi
Sense of
feel
belonging.
like home? Did people make you feel like what's
Just actually coming to the airport, whether I'll I guess coming from a white collar educated background helped because people give you a certain amount of respect even if I didn't have any protocol. Lekin you were able to connect. I mean, I remember I was living in Switzerland and I just, unfortunately, my mother had cancer. मैं शाम की फ्लाइट थी. मेरे भाई ने सुबह में फ़ोन कर, no, she's critically, आप अभी फ़ौरन आ जाए. तो I actually just ran to the airport and actually said like, अच्छा आप change कर सकते हैं, शाम की फ्लाइट है वो. Sorry sir, rules are rules and so on. And at that time, I was just sitting there alone, didn't know what was happening. मैंने कहा आई विश आई वॉज इन पाकिस्तान, विश आई वॉज पियाई कितनी भी ख़राब हो, मेरे पास 2 लोग आते अच्छी तरह बात करते, कोई पानी के ग्लास पिलाता, कोई चाय पीता, सर वेरी सॉरी, वो जो ह्यूमन एलिमेंट है ना. सो आई वॉज लिविंग इन द मोस्ट ब्यूटिफुल कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड, मोस्ट पीसफुल, बट आई वॉज अलोन. देयर वाज नो ह्यूमन कनेक्शन देयर at the airport. Obviously when you went back to work, people realized mother passed away, they were cordial and so on. तो मैंने कहा ये ह्यूमन ये तो हम जितने भी पियाई को गालियाँ देते हैं, मैंने कहा उस वक्त मुझे स्विस एयर के बजाय आई विश आई वाज गोइंग विद पियाई विद ऑल द हॉरर स्टोरीज, क्योंकि मेरे पास कोई आके बैठता, देयर वुड बी एम्पैथी, जितना भी नुकसान होता वो चेंज करवाता टिकट, जितना भी करप्शन है. तो ये चीज़ें होती हैं दिस सब में. तो आपकी जो भी होती है ना, सेंस ऑफ बिलोंगिंग होती है, यू कनेक्ट. इफ़ यू स्पीक टू लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु लिव देयर, पीपल वुड एंजॉय the Western countries in terms of security, democracy, equal rights and so on. But sense of belonging to nahi hai na. You're always an immigrant.
And mentally you're still living in Pakistan.
Mentally से और वो आके जब AR मैं पाकिस्तान में अब आके 8-9 साल हो गए, मैंने कभी टीवी नहीं देखा
है ना.
और वहाँ हर एक सारा ARY चल रहा है, जियो चल रहा है. अच्छा यार हमने वो बुंदू खान यहाँ टोरंटो में उन्होंने ब्रांच को लिए, वहाँ चलते हैं. हम यहाँ कभी बुंदू खान जाते नहीं है. We go to the Continentals. So you go to a stadium and you're supporting Pakistan. I said, hang on, you've got a British nationality and so on. If then embrace it, you're not being fair to the country itself. If you embraced, you can start supporting UK. Why are you Pakistani जंग डे पहन, फिर उनके बच्चे भी पहन के आ रहे हैं, आप लोग कभी पाकिस्तान गए नहीं. Because so why is this? So why have you embraced when you've never been to Pakistan? You condescend a lot. अच्छा आके फिर पाकिस्तान क्रिटिसाइज बहुत, तो फिर आप क्यों करते हैं? ऑल ऑफ दिस वाई? बिकॉज सेंस ऑफ बिलोंगिंग नहीं है ना. तो फिर आपकी सेंस ऑफ आपकी आइडेंटिटी जाए. एंड that's so I've always felt at home. I've been here for a long time. I don't feel like going abroad. Like this is my home. For me, Karachi to Lahore is fantastic. It's a nice change because they're two very, very different cities. So that change in itself
Have
is
you driven
sufficient.
from Karachi to Lahore?
I haven't driven from Karachi
Oh
to
my
Lahore.
God.
I haven't had that experience. But it's wonderful to actually have कि like आपके different cities हैं. तो I always so initially I lived in London. My पढ़ाई की worked, but then I moved to Switzerland. I worked there for 3 years. Then I worked in Middle East for 5 or 6 years, and last 8 years I'm living in Pakistan. So I always planned कि मैं यहाँ अपना जो भी है छोटा मोटा घर, whatever savings I had, I put over the 20 years I worked abroad, I put it in Pakistan. Loans हर चीज़ लेके के पाकिस्तान में ही रहना है. And I've had lots of incidents where like I've been held at gunpoint. My wife's been like at surgery because a lot of these things have happened. Close to being kidnapped last year, but I still always feel comfortable going home. And I'm talking about these incidents. I've in the last 12 months I've had 4 incidents. When close to kidnapping, someone held me at gunpoint, someone tried to throttle me because मैंने कहा आप गाड़ी बहुत तेज चला रहे हैं. He tried to strangle me. These things happen, but somehow I never got the fear to run away for whatever reason. Opportunities, you move from organization to organization. Sometimes you have a disagreement in different directions the organization is going. Opportunities in Pakistan are far fewer if you're looking for a job. Because it's next to nothing. If I go and look at the UK website, I can apply for 500 jobs. there'll be 1 or 2 jobs I can apply for unless you know people, right? The opportunities come, but despite all of that, this is
That's true.
where, but
It's home.
It's home. So that's been my journey.
You mentioned that. So, what was your first job, and how did you get into finance? Because your dad was not a finance guy. Your mother wasn't.
Yeah, I always had an interest with numbers. I always had different interest in numbers, but this is a geeky comment, but like there's a difference. So there's accounting and there's finance. So finance
अच्छा.
finance is the
यार
sexy
numbers
side.
में मैंने कहा accounting है.
So accounting तो फिर so I say the accountants are more geeks because they actually just look at numbers. The guy who does finance, he understands the business and he actually makes people understand, then connects. So उसमें मेरा passion आता है कि like I want to understand how the business works, and I obviously have a passion for numbers, so it connects. So I say like finance is the sexier part.
Finance is a sexy part. Cool. That's how you got in. And how has your experience been so far, if I may ask? Like, where have you worked, and what have those roles? If you could just give me one line from every role, कि जी यहाँ से मैंने ये सीखा, यहाँ से ये takeaway था.
See, the initial 5-10 years I worked in telecoms, and the last 15 years it's been in the
Telecom में भी finance sector में.
Yeah, always been finance, but commercial finance. So when I say commercial finance, I'm looking at investments के like अच्छा आपने $10 million डाले आज, तो 5 साल के बाद आपको return क्या मिलेगा? What actually helped was I was just, so you have the standard like payback होता है, net present value होती है, you take inflation into account, your cost of capital into account. But apart from that, then you also look at like you work for a corporate sector. So there are some projects where you do which are loss making, but socially, so ESGs, climate change, उसके लिए आप काम करते हैं, तो they are financially benefit. So that's the charm. When I talk about finance, it was charm is कि you're sitting with the business, and you actually have a sales guy, you have a business guy, marketing guy, you have a strategy guy. We all work together, and then we actually had kind of a spidergram where we started scoring of points, and then we would present to the board कि किस चीज़ के क्या फायदे हैं. So finance is one element of it, but the charm was that I actually got to know the whole business before presenting the business case.
That's a lot of fun, because now you have to understand everything around it, how the business dynamics work.
Exactly.
तो M&A का काम जो होता है वही फाइनेंस वाला ही है, या वो अकाउंटिंग वाला है, या वो ऑल टुगेदर कुछ और है?
All together कुछ और है.
Okay.
So there's accounting, there's finance, there's mergers and acquisitions, but it's done by the same people, but it becomes a different profession.
Okay.
So I'll give a simple example. So when an accountant is like, you're making sure the books balance so that you make sure that it gets signed out of the authority and everything's above board. The finance guy internally looks like, okay, आपका कौन सा department कैसा perform कर रहा है. So like, if it's like you have a department for like selling products, so which product is making which money. So you don't share that really with the external people. आप internally share करते हैं कौन सा department कितना profitable है या नहीं है. So that's what finance do. Mergers and acquisitions is you need to have an accounting degree to actually do that, but you actually इसमें business element भी ज़्यादा आ जाता है कि like okay fine, you have to find a buyer, you have to connect people, and it becomes interesting. So a lot of people go towards जिनका business type पे interest है, they go towards that. Okay, there's when you do mergers and acquisitions, there's horizontal integration, there's vertical integration. Yeah. तो horizontal एक होता है कि एक वही level पर आप दूसरी company ले रहे हैं just to increase your market share. Vertical है कि आपने manufacturing लिए, मैं retail भी ले लेता हूँ. So I control the whole business.
Yes.
Right? So the strategies of the company. So there's the charm on that. Mergers and acquisitions, सबसे बड़ा challenge होता है कि like okay, finding the right buyer. Right? Sometimes it's not about money. Some people are very passionate about the firm, but for whatever reason, they want to retire, or it's not financially viable for them. They want to sell on, but they actually say like, okay, money is not the most important thing. This company को आने के लिए, are you just going to break into pieces and sell it off, or if you've watched Pretty Woman, that's उसमें ये होता था the dialogue he shared, or you just want to make some people actually we just want to put want to maximize revenue,
Yeah.
which is fine. So but depend आपकी strategy क्या है, but the main thing is like you need to understand business. तो आप थोड़ा सा अलग चले जाते हैं, because like accounting again, everything is a full-time job. You have, irrespective of what you do, even if you're a tea boy, you have to respect that profession because there's a whole chain which is involved, right? So आप जब accounting करते, there are a number of regulations you have to follow. Finance, you have to build strategies and budgets. The mergers and acquisitions, you have to go understand, अच्छा ये business, are you buying? Is it the buy side, sell side? You need to understand it. The unfortunate thing about everything is like people put you in certain segments कि अच्छा यार अच्छा oil and gas का करे तो ये खाली oil and gas का कर सकता है, which I disagree with. मैंने कहा if you're competent enough in account, you can work in any field, because it's still numbers, the concepts are the same, but unfortunately that's the drawback of doing a job. There was a time when I was in telecom, I wanted to get into banking. I said, there's no way you'll get into banking. Banking, there's no way you can get into. People just refuse to accept you into a different industry. You cannot do it. So you'll always find this challenge, and it's a global challenge.
Sure.
Whether it's Switzerland, Europe, America, because it's easiest to place. Iska experience isi mein dalte hain. They lose the fact that, as a person grows, he wants to do different things. He wants to evolve. He wants to use the experience and move on to different, you lose that cutting edge of a person, but in general, do you want to take that risk factor? I don't call it a risk. I actually say like, okay, you're getting an extra 20% by trying to do something different, using your existing experience. So coming back to your point, mergers and acquisitions mein phir hota ki like you need to understand the business, you need to understand the industry, you need to get more involved in the business and say like, what do the client, I need to understand the client. So it becomes more client-based. Client relationship becomes very, very important. There are obviously the accounting fundamentals, but if the eventual deal does not always just depend on numbers, like we just talked offline, does just depend on the P&L. A lot depends on like, how you build the business up. If something it took you 20 years to build, people have to put what value do you put on it, right? And people will put different values on that. And that also depends on like, how desperate that person is. Some businessman might be at a critical stage where he really needs your customers. So he'll pay you a bit more.
Right? Pay your premium just to get
premium
fast.
Or depends if a downturn mein someone sees an opportunity like let's say downturn cheap mein mil raha hai, le lete hain, I'll find a way, doesn't have good value, and it depends on desperate. So, a lot of the things jo finances mein nahi hai, you can play, so it depends on the economic climate, the political climate, the individual situation, the company which wants to buy, all those factors, government regulations. The factors sometimes play a more important part than the actual numbers. They'll always play a part, but that part could be anything from 20% to 80%.
Exciting. So, I cut you off. You were mentioning that you were in telecom first.
Yeah.
And then you moved to banking.
Yeah.
What was your first banking job and where?
My first banking job was in Credit Suisse in Switzerland. I worked in the main head office in investment banking. Ironically, I just left a position and like there was this English guy and I was immediately available and he said like, great, like I just need someone who speaks English and who understands finance. So it was a contract opportunity and then he wanted to implement SAP at the time. I had SAP experience.
You're a tech guy also.
So with accounting, with technology, there's always, every company, irrespective of how big it is, they say like we have the oldest and the worst possible systems.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
say like even now they say like अच्छा अभी हम 1980 का system इस्तेमाल करें, like are you crazy, like your company's talked about as the most like advanced and so on technology, but they always have systems issues. So work to udhar se I got an opportunity and so it kicked off from there, and so again work, but the industry was similar again. It was always finance, so it was always working on strategy, 3-year 5-year planning, budgeting, forecasting, understanding businesses. So the good thing when you're doing budgeting, forecasting, strategy is like you're sitting with each business and actually saying, okay, where were you 2-3 years ago, where do you want to go? So you have the numbers to say like, okay, what's been the year, last couple of, what you've been through, and where do you want to go, right?
Exciting.
So and sitting down, so that when you're sitting down with every business head, whether it's a supporting business or the frontline business, you actually get to understand the whole thing. So with the numbers, I enjoyed that part. So yeah, I've done that for the last 15 years, and now I've actually gone into the investment side, doing a lot of capital fundraising for different organizations. That's very exciting. Like, you know, one of the, actually just coming to your point of coming to Pakistan, when I worked in Europe, because the population was always stagnant, I was always talked about cost cutting. Okay, we need to cut costs, we need to reduce headcount, let's streamline. And it got boring because it's never a good environment where you're cost cutting. When I slowly came towards Middle East or Pakistan, it's always about growth. One simple example is like in Pakistan, if you look at all the banks, we're still having branches open. And I'm talking about the late 90s, and in the UK, they started closing the branches.
Acha. I mean, so the whole cities have started to shut down, even not even just branches.
Yeah, branches, and even if they're branches, then it's more self-service, so the personal service is not there. But in Pakistan, if you go to all the top banks, they're still looking to open. Islamic banking होगी, conventional banking होगी. अच्छा, स्विट्जरलैंड में भी उस ज़माने 2005-6 की बात है, उस ज़माने भी क्रेडिट स्विस भी कहता था कि like, look, 1.8 billion customers is now. So see, you know how
1 billion customers who?
8 billion Muslims है. So you know there's a target market. Can we crack the code?
And that's the only population on the planet. Well, one of the larger ones, which is growing like crazy. मुसलमानों की तो बढ़ते हैं और किसके बढ़ते हैं बच्चे?
Yeah, that's true. So
I mean, it's a good thing, of course.
So you know, one of the advantages of in Pakistan is like, you know, it's more about growth opportunity. Despite all the obstacles, and you know, there are a lot of political and economic situations, but the population is growing. It's growing from 240 to 480. So there are opportunities for growth, and that excites you.
Yeah. In Karachi only, there's a million people growing every year.
Yeah.
So I mean, a million new customers.
And they're coming from all parts of Pakistan.
No, babies. अभी तो बच्चों की बात हो रही है. 30 million जब अपने बच्चे करते हैं.
हाँ, तो that's what I'm saying. जो population बढ़ रही है.
1 out of 30 people have a baby every year.
But and this is despite a declining population. People will be very surprised.
Declining population? Where?
Declining growth population. If you look at there's a website called World Population. आप उसके उस पर जाएं, देखेंगे mid-80s से पाकिस्तान की जो growth in population है वो decline कर रही है. सिर्फ कोविड के वक्त एक थोड़ी सी जंप हुई थी, but so mid-80s means close to 40 years. But despite that, so what I'm saying is कि पहले growth population 3 था तो अब 2.4 या 1, but still growing 1.5.
Percentage-wise now?
Percentage-wise, it's growing at a slow pace. So yani, we have been doing something despite whatever.
It's not so okay. So what I'm getting here is the percentage is going lower.
Yeah.
So people are having less babies than before.
Yeah.
But because we're already so many people,
yeah,
the number of people that we're growing is still a large number.
So it's a bit like inflation. Inflation तो है, लेकिन पहले 40% था, अभी 20%. तो महंगाई तो बढ़ रही है, लेकिन slow rate पर बढ़ रही है.
Okay, सही है. But it's still a very large number.
It's a huge number. See, in the next 30-40 years, I think by 2075 it will be 400-450 million.
500. I am firm on 500. 400 वाला मुझे नहीं चलता.
Okay. But if you look at it, China की population next 50 years is going to halve to 770, 780.
Declining.
Even India की, it's going to start declining.
Correct.
After 2050 onwards. I think Pakistan, along with Nigeria and Ethiopia, these are at least the three countries.
Bangladesh also.
Bangladesh also, but Nigeria and Pakistan are going to be the fastest growing populations of a certain size. So, you know, we're both around 200 or something. We're going to double. It's scary because we lack the infrastructure and everything. But again, opportunities हैं.
वो हम पॉडकास्ट करते रहेंगे तो हम लोग करते रहेंगे तो हो जाएगा सही. सारे हल हो जाएंगे, टेंशन नहीं है.
तो
awesome. Perfect. So now I'd like to know more about. अच्छा, मुझे ना एक सवाल है. Could you tell me how does finance work in 30 seconds? I know it's a difficult, weird question.
Right.
KG finance, but like how does? Okay, I'll change the question. How does investment
I can
work?
actually probably answer that. Financially, like there are three important elements. There's obviously the revenue, there's the cost, and there's the cash flow. These are three important aspects. Cash flow becomes the most critical because आपको रेवेन्यू बहुत जगहों से मिल जाता है. आई कैन प्रॉब्ली ओपनली से जैसे PSO है, इसका रेवेन्यू बहुत ग्रेट होगा, लेकिन बिकॉज इट सपोर्ट्स अ लॉट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट एंटिटीज़ उनको कैश नहीं मिलता. तो रेवेन्यू बहुत अच्छा है, एक्सपेंसेस तो ऑब्वियसली रहेंगे, बट कैश फ्लो, दे स्ट्रगल विद द कैश फ्लो बिकॉज दे डोंट गेट द पेमेंट. सो कैश इज द किंग always. So cash is the most important factor.
You said finance is cash flow?
So there's when से फाइनेंस में अकाउंटिंग में आप तीन फंडामेंटल चीज़ें, एक P&L है, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस विच शोज रेवेन्यू और एक्सपेंसेस, प्रॉफिट. बैलेंस शीट शोज योर एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज. द कैश फ्लो शोज द कैश यू एक्चुअली हैव इन हैंड. द कैश फ्लो बिकम्स द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज आपने रेवेन्यू तो बहुत अच्छा जनरेट कर लिया. जैसे आपने मुझे 1 मिलियन की सेल कर दी, लेकिन फिर मैं आपको 6 महीने तक पैसे नहीं देता, तो वो सेल की क्या वैल्यू. तो हर एक आप दिखा तो सकते हैं सेल, आपकी एक्सपेंसेस तो ओके, बट आई एम स्ट्रगलिंग टू पे यू कैश. सो कैश इज़ अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर, एंड हाउ यू यूटिलाइज दैट कैश, you know, how much you keep to run the company afloat and so on. And that's where the regulators come in. Like State Bank कहते हैं ना कि आप 10-15% आप टच नहीं कर सकते, as a part of your cash. That, so उसका मकसद क्या होता है कि to keep it safe, आपके इतने assets को you don't touch. So you keep it in liquid assets. Treasury bills होते हैं, sukuks होते हैं with Islamic and so on. So cash flow is always the king.
Okay. That's finance. Okay.
There's revenue, there's cost, and there's cash flow. These are the three things you have to keep in mind.
Okay. Now I want to understand. अभी 30 seconds में ये वाला जवाब नहीं आ सकता. But what is an investor thinking of? Of course, when they're thinking of financing, right? So you've been in the financing industry for so long. कि किस चीज़ में इन्वेस्ट करना है. Of course, profitability is number one. फिर आपने अभी ये भी डिफ़ाइन किया कि हमारी स्ट्रैटेजी में शायद हेल्प करे कि हमें ये डेटा जो है या हमें यूज़र्स जो हैं वो हमारे दूसरे प्रोडक्ट में हेल्प कर देंगे. दैट ग्रोथ के ऊपर ही है ना, हर चीज़ ग्रोथ से रिलेटेड है. मगर हैव यू एवर इन्वेस्टेड इन रिस्की बिजनेसेस?
See, you cannot succeed without taking risk. You have to take risk in life.
अच्छा, रिस्की बिजनेस होता क्या है?
Risky business, we basically have to take a chance. You have to take a chance in life, right? आप एक घर खरीदते हैं, उसकी वैल्यू ऊपर भी जा सकती है, नीचे भी जा सकती है, टाइमिंग होती है. रिस्क होता है कि how much of are you putting all your eggs in one basket? Are you taking a loan out? तो जैसे मैंने जब घर खरीदा था, मैंने बहुत से लोन्स लिए थे. I reached beyond my limit, but a lot of people say आप वो रिस्क नहीं लेंगे तो you'll never grow. तो फिर आपको रिस्क लेना पड़ता है. आप रिस्क लेते हैं, if you do a business, people say you make a lot more money than in job, but job is safe. आपको certain amount of money, but you'll never make the same amount of money as you do in a business. But business में आप lose कर सकते हैं. What people do is like business के साथ investments करते हैं. That's what you know. And investments pay you off in the long term.
Okay, that's understood.
तो आपकी तो coming to your point कि like आपने कहा profit, so a lot of the investors don't just look at profit.
What do they look at?
They look at उनका interest, and that's the whole charm of actually working in a venture capitalist angel investor. You know, we all different people, we have different interests, right? कहते हैं मुझे profitability नहीं है. Someone actually wants to work on global warming, climate change. तो
That
कहते
was
हैं
my second question, but please go on.
तो उसमें कि like उनका interest क्या है? You know, how much can it grow? Maybe they just want to see a better world, or maybe they actually have a passion कि यार technology इस level पर पहुँचे, right? There are people who actually say जो profitable side है वो कहते हैं कि अच्छा मैं अभी invest करूँगा, मुझे 5 साल में बेचना है. तो उस हिसाब से उनकी clear strategy कि मेरी exit strategy क्या होगी, right? So then they actually have कि like अच्छा इसमें potential कितनी है. So people have different access. So when someone has a clear exit strategy, then they're talking about profits कि यार मैं कितना जल्दी ले सकता हूँ, you know, निकल सकता हूँ. दूसरा होता है कि like okay, look, what are you doing? Are you doing something different? You know, is betterment of the world, or like मुझे इसमें interest था, passion था. Instead of 40%, I'm happy to make 20%. Depends on the individual's financial situation as well. A lot of angel investors say like, you know, want to diversify the interest as well. एक होते हैं risk factors भी होते हैं. आपने क्या हर चीज़ real estate में डाल दिया, ठीक है, मैंने real estate में तो कर दिया है, अब मैं actually automobiles में करता हूँ. अब I only get 10% profit compared to 20%, but अगर real estate बैठेगी तो automobiles में I'll cover my cost, or in the stock market. So people try to spread the risk, buy gold.
Okay,
Diversification is one. But like I said, that a lot of people from the VC world also have a passion for certain industries.
Right. So that was going to be my other question. Okay. So we were just talking about a lot of things. मगर एक जिस चीज़ से बात आई वो थी कि जो हम दुनिया में रह रहे हैं और जो हम काम कर रहे हैं, that actually has a positive impact, right? So you talk about global warming. क्या ऐसा negative impact आया पाकिस्तान पे out of whatever happened in other countries, और किसी का और की गलतियों का नुकसान हमें चुकाना पड़ा. हमने इतने emissions नहीं generate करे मगर उस emissions का नुकसान हम उठा रहे. One of the examples I've had in my mind for this is actually सिंगापुर को मलेशिया और इंडोनेशिया दोनों नेबर करते हैं, right?
I think I'm not.
So one of the neighbors,
Malaysia definitely is.
Yeah, Malaysia, yes. So one of the neighbors had a forest fire, and it wasn't a natural forest fire. उन्होंने करी थी क्योंकि वो जलाना चाह रहे थे. But it created a deadly smog in Singapore, and I was there while it happened.
Right.
And because Singapore is a very small country, it's a city nation, वहाँ तक इतना आया कि मतलब सिंगापुर को इतना इफेक्ट हुआ. But it was a problem for some other country, generated by a different country, जो भुगतना सिंगापुर को पड़ा था क्योंकि उनके जो मेजर सिटीज है वो तो दूर थे. उन्होंने अपने अकाउंट में रखा, दूसरे का नहीं सोचा.
Right.
और इसीलिए आजकल ESGs के ऊपर फोकस हो रहा है. बहुत सी उसको भी लोग अब कैपिटलिस्टिकली सोचते हैं और उसका नुकसान हो रहा है बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वायरमेंट को. मगर उस सब को चलो उसके अच्छे एस्पेक्ट को सामने रखते हुए बहुत से ऐसे बिजनेसेस हैं जो अभी दुनिया को फ़ायदा देंगे. आई जस्ट इंटरव्यूड last month, you know about Acumen, right?
Yeah.
So the fund manager for the Nordic region, I was interviewing her. She was in Karachi with us. And उन्होंने भी यही बोला कि बहुत सारे ऐसे Acumen भी जब इन्वेस्ट करता है तो वो अपना 1x रिटर्न तो वो नहीं चाह रहा होता कि मैं पैसे डबल करूं. वो चाह रहा होता है बस कि मैं पैसे आएँ और मैं वापसी री इन्वेस्ट करूँ तो मैं वो पैसे बाहर निकल जाएँ. वो कहती है हमारे 80% तक पैसे वापसी आते हैं, 20% हमारे ज़ाया हो जाते हैं. क्योंकि देर नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड, तो जो पैसे आते हैं वापसी री इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, तो वो साइकिल चलाना चाह रहे हैं. कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट, how do you feel like in the investment space, the VCs, investors, what's the status of such investors के जो कहें ओके लॉन्ग टर्म में, क्योंकि दुनिया का पता नहीं कि 20 साल के बाद होगी नहीं होगी, तो लॉन्ग टर्म में हम लोग सोचें कि इन्वायरमेंट को फ़ायदा होगा या शॉर्ट टर्म में फ़ायदा होगा, बट इट डजंट क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉफिट और वेरी लेस प्रॉफिट और लिटिल टू नो प्रॉफिट. what are there still people interested in that?
Yes, see, you've heard the word called branding, right? So, and social media has a lot of impact to play. Unfortunately, corporates को हम बहुत सी ख़राब चीज़ें भी कहते हैं, but then a lot of us work on corporates. They pay up, they put food on for families. So they get under a lot of pressure कि हम social causes के लिए करें, and then they promote it. Marketing की भी उसकी बहुत होती है. तो उनके ऊपर प्रेशर इसलिए आता है बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली सम इंडस्ट्री हार्म भी पड़ रहा है थ्रू कॉर्पोरेट. सम कॉर्पोरेट्स के थ्रू ज़्यादा होता है, कम कॉर्पोरेट्स के थ्रू कम होता है. बट द फैक्ट दैट सोशल मीडिया एंड नेगेटिव ब्रांडिंग की वजह से देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर कि आप डालें. सो इट्स काइंड ऑफ अ संक कॉस्ट, बिट लाइक आप कंप्लायंस में कर रहे हैं या अकाउंटिंग में कर रहे हैं कि आपको these are support areas. They don't actually make you money. See, accounting, compliance, risk. You're just making sure the regulations are being met, right? ताकि आपको फाइन ना लगे. तो बट और ऑब्वियसली वो regulations अब इतनी ज़्यादा हो जाती हैं, वो कहते हैं कि बिजनेस रखना भी फ़ायदेमंद है या नहीं है. तो ESG is something very very similar where you'll actually see a lot of people investing just branding. But our goal is कि to make this profitable. कोई भी चीज़ profitable होगी तो because everybody needs to eat, need to provide for the family. It's not just the corporates. तो हमारा goal थोड़ा ज़्यादा बड़ा है कि हर एक इससे फ़ायदा ले सके. हर एक इंसान individual capacity में या at a company level can contribute and can make money. It's not very easy because the realities are very harsh. जैसे हमने कहा कि अच्छा airline travel, we all have to fly to different places. Are we going to stop? तो इसमें तो कोई कॉर्पोरेट का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ आप और मैं हम छुट्टी पर जाना चाहते हैं बाहर. We flying and that's putting the world at risk. तो सेम थिंग है कि आप इंडस्ट्री है वो कहेगा अच्छा ठीक है मैं ये सब एमिशंस कम करना चाहता हूँ, और फिर मेरी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी भी कम होगी. So these are the harsh realities. How do you actually balance this out? We have very, very little time. If people start speaking the truth, when I say the institutions who have a lot more knowledge, obviously who've done the proper research and have the proper facts, then that puts fear into people.
Yeah.
And that's never a good thing. So it's always good that the governments and the corporates, they take a responsibility, take information, share करते हैं. And the average person who actually finds out more, they get upset कि हमारे से ज़्यादा क्यों नहीं शेयर करा. But खाली panic create करने से problem solve नहीं होता. How do you balance out the profit and so on? I think with humans, the good thing about us is we always try, right? Just catch दुनिया ख़त्म हो रही है, you should not stop trying.
Right.
And that's the best you can do. अल्लाह ताला आपको इसमें वो कहते हैं कि आप अपनी, हमारा मज़हब भी यही कहता है कि आप अपनी तरफ से कोशिश करो. ट्राई टू बी एवरी डे. हम नमाज क्यों पढ़ते हैं कि अभी हम जो डेली मिस्टेक्स करते हैं उस पर भी रिपेंट करते हैं, जो बड़े मिस्टेक करते हैं उस पर भी करते हैं. वी थैंक गॉड फॉर वट एवर. सो वी बिलीव इन आफ्टर लाइफ. सो ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स कीप इन फैक्ट कि यार, तो उसी लिहाज से एक पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड, आई ट्राइड माई बेस्ट, यू फील गुड अबाउट इट. तो आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर पैशनेट अबाउट इट, बट वी नीड टू गो in a more structured way where the average man can help in actually bringing across climate change. जो बड़े factors हैं वो governments, corporates are looking at it. They'll be able to do it at a certain level, but obviously it impacts countries as well as people have vested interest. Like we can't talk about politics as openly because of everything. Climate change is very very similar, but we can build strategies of actually like, okay, क्यों नहीं और trees हो सकती, you know, the right form of trees, shade, the basic concepts. At least let's try to focus on that and get the average person involved.
That's a great point. जब भी किसी इन्वेस्टर के साथ मीटिंग होती है, मैं एक सवाल करता हूँ कि I mean, what's something that investor is looking at or looking for when a company or an individual is coming to them with a pitch or a proposal? What kind of a person should they be? Should they have a beard or not have a beard? What kind of experience should they have? What kind of a passion or age group should they be? ये वाला थोड़ा सा मुझे बताएं कि of course you said that it varies with everyone, but generally आपका क्या experience रहा है?
See, there's always stereotyping of people, but the good thing about venture capitalist is the venture capitalist is coming because he wants to break the stereotype. So that's probably the best
जो आपने
possible
लंदन
thing.
में सीखा था वो वाली बात नहीं, रेसिज्म वाला नहीं.
नहीं सी वो जो मैंने सीखा था तो रेसिज्म तो वो स्टेरियोटाइपिंग तो हम लोग भी अपनी ज़िंदगी में करते हैं कि यार ये इस ड्रेस का होगा तो इसकी ये बैकग्राउंड होगा. वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट इफ ही इज कमिंग विद ओपन माइंड, I'll find a new idea, you know, I'll learn something new. So he's coming with an open mind. He's not coming to say अच्छा ये मुझे मिलेगा, right? So obviously he's looking for someone with a lot of energy, a lot of confidence, a lot of belief, and some obviously substance is important. And a lot of venture capitalists fail. It's true. It's a very high risk business. You know, a bit like restaurants in Pakistan, right? We all love our food. But one day there's huge queues, and the next day the restaurant's closed. And there's just a handful of exceptions. But like I said, that's the best possible thing is like they try to break the stereotype. तो आप दाढ़ी के साथ आए, अच्छा आइडिया होगा तो वो डेफिनेटली जाएगा. अच्छा आइडिया होगा, एटीट्यूड होगा, कन्विक्शन होगी. Communication is still the strongest point, irrespective of how technology, finance, whatever we talk about. Communication has always been the biggest barrier. If you look at politics, if you look at social forums and so on, communication is the biggest strength of humans and actually keeping civilization alive. So if you can have a convincing argument, then you know, venture capitalists, you know, they're open. They're open to ideas. They're not fixated. Because then if they can fixate ideas, they'll actually go put the money in a bank and get a 10% return.
हाँ यही ना, वो तो फिर आएगा ही नहीं.
और फिर otherwise they'll actually go, फिर आपने कोई बड़ी MNC में आपने shares खरीद लिए, right? So when a venture capitalist is coming, he obviously is looking for something out of the box. Like I said, I think offline we actually mentioned like a lot of them look for crazy idea. Okay, like how big can you go? You know, are you going to go global across the world? But कुछ चीज़ों में, some industries में they have a soft corner for that. They are willing to wait a longer. See, VCs compared to hedge funds, they need to have quick and regular returns. It's just like a pension fund कि like, you know, आपको हर महीने पैसे चाहिए खर्चे चलाने. Venture capitalist है कि यार ठीक है, I'm willing to take your word. I'm willing to put 5 years and I'll get something back after 5 years. So that's a break. So अगर वो इतना belief के साथ जा रहा है आपके साथ, so imagine the beauty of that relationship that he's willing to actually put that much faith in. So that's the exciting part of the VC.
It is. So Vasif bhai, before finishing off, there's a lot of students of finance still. And we don't know where the world is going after AI. I mean, of course, there's going to be jobs, there's going to be a lot of things. But things are shifting so fast. What kind of, because you shifted your careers twice, I would say.
Yeah.
What kind of an attitude did it take you, and what kind of attitude should they have when they do go into the market or they are stepping into the markets?
See,
because
with accountants, the biggest thing is probably CAs have actually seen is like which is the benchmark of accounting qualifications, is like, we need to come out of the box. We need to actually be better communicators, right? Because people have always, finance people have been into numbers, and there are a lot of regulations, IFRS and so on, and then you just get bogged down in those, and then you get far away from the business. What I've realized is not just finance people, any people, it's a case of like, you need to do, there's a lot more pressure on people to do business development, even as finance, So like when I say business, how can you bring value to the company? So for that, it's very important that people don't just think about finance, they actually understand the business and say what value they bring. So I actually do a lot of trainings for finance, for non-finance managers, or something which came along very common in the last 10-15 years, which I've done with a lot of big organizations like HSBC, is business partnering role. Business partnering role is like the finance person sits within the business. He doesn't sit in the finance department. And he understands all the aspects of business, and he's saying, okay, but he knows the company regulations. Look, we can't make more, we need to make at least a 12% return, otherwise it's not feasible. So like you're sitting here, the business guy knows, okay, I need to make 12, otherwise it's not feasible. The business guy knows that, okay, I cannot put more than 20% of the money in real estate. I have to diversify So business partners become very common. So, and that goes for all this other HR, and, understand the business is the key and what value you can bring. And that's why when I do training, I sit with the CEO and I say, like, what do you want your employees to learn, right? Because what's your vision and how I can pass it down. Yeah. Otherwise, I can come and give a textbook to non-finance managers saying that, okay, this is a P&L, this is a balance sheet, this is cash flow. Okay, fine, very good. How do you connect that to the business, right? Okay, I need a 12% return. How do I get a 12% return? Do they know what an allocate cost? People say, okay, I've seen the past where sometimes people say $500,000 contract. Hey, I did this, like I should have get more money. But do they realize all the other costs involved? Like, the company took a loan out. It actually has to pay for the rent. It actually pays for a lot of utility bills, how much that is cost per person. So they need to appreciate. Sometimes at a very, very senior level, I've seen people with 25, 30 years experience, and the naivety, that's a $500,000 contract. I worked really hard. I should get this, I should get a 50% stake. I said, hang on, this guy has no idea what's behind all the costs involved, all the risks that company's taken. And the CEO sometimes has to deal with that. He just sees the sales. So it's very important to educate. The CEO educates people across, like, this is just for me to run the organization. This is how much it costs. I have to take a pension, or I need to take out healthcare. I need to take out this. This is all cost, right? And we'll keep bearing that until we actually hit a big deal coming through. So understanding the business, passing that down, so people understand that, okay, when I'm selling a product, and this is the minimum return I need to make, and this is the cost, this is where I can minimize. So understanding the holistic picture is the key for survival. AIs and so on, they'll always see what is AI is doing. It's just like actually providing you better information so you can make decisions.
Yes.
But the basic thing an individual can do is start understanding. The biggest obstacle I've seen in Pakistan is, sir, aapne kaha tha, humne kar diya. So that following the rule book, whether it makes sense or not. Often I've actually questioned, like, do you understand what? Sir, humko to ye kaha tha, humne kar diya. It doesn't make sense. Do you know how it makes profit? And so, sir, हमने कहा था, हमने कहा था, हमारी क्या गलती? आप बैंक में जाते हैं, कोई ज़कात फॉर्म नहीं पूछता, अच्छा या आपके करंट अकाउंट पैसे, अच्छा आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट करा या नहीं? भाई दैट्स रिलेशन, दैट्स कस्टमर सर्विसेज. सर हमको तो किसी ने, तो ये जो indifferent attitude है, that's actually stop you making progress, because what AI is doing or other technology been doing for the last number of years is, वो जो आप डेटा क्रंच कर रहे थे या आप फैंसी मॉडलिंग कर रहे थे, वो अब सब आपके पास इंफॉर्मेशन है. इट्स व्हाट यू डू विद द इंफॉर्मेशन, एंड दैट्स द थिंग आई हैव सीन इन माय करियर. आई यूज्ड टू बी एक्सीलेंट फाइनेंशियल मॉडलर, बट वो जो मैं फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग करता था, बाय द टाइम आई केम टू 2014 या HSBC में, उन्होंने कहा यू डोंट नीड टू डू एनी ऑफ दैट. आप जितने अच्छे ग्राफ्स, ग्राफिक्स, नंबर्स बना डिज़ाइन करते थे वो हम इंडिया से ऑलरेडी बना के आपको दे रहे हैं. अब आप ये नंबर्स का हमको क्या देते हैं? You sit in the head office, otherwise you're sitting in the support doing something number crunching. So that ये तो 10 साल पहले ही AI से पहले ही टेक्नोलॉजी इतनी चेंज हो गई है. दिस इज़ द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज पाकिस्तान इज फेस बिकॉज हमारी एक्चुअली एजुकेशन जो प्रोसेस है उसमें भी है कि भाई आप रट्टा मारते हो जिस
हाँ
नोट रनिंग
लकीर के फ़कीर बन जाओ.
हाँ तो वो दैट्स प्रॉब्ली द बिगेस्ट थिंग विच स्टॉपिंग पाकिस्तान एंड दैट विल टेक टाइम. और जो बेसिकली द एजुकेशन कॉन्सेप्ट यू एंड योर फादर हैव ब्रॉट अलोंग दैट शुड बी द की थिंग कि यार कॉन्सेप्ट्स आप समझें दैट विल ड्राइव इट.
या नहीं कॉन्सेप्ट समझें, प्रॉब्लम समझें और
बेसिकली टेक इन इंटरेस्ट. इसलिए आपका इंटरेस्ट होगा तो पैशन खुद ब खुद आएगा. अभी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है 9 से 5 अच्छा ख़त्म हो गया.
अच्छा इंटरेस्ट ना भी हो तो इनिशिएटिव ले लो.
हाँ
एंड देन इंटरेस्ट खुद ही वो तो इंटरेस्ट तो एक ऐसी चीज़ है मेंटली ट्रेन कर लें तो वो आ जाती है. टू टेक एन एक्शन
एंड इट विल टेक टाइम. वो जब फिर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस HR भी वैसे ही काम करने लगे व्हेन दे से द पीपल टेकिंग इंटरेस्ट लेट्स चेंज द पे स्किल्स अकॉर्डिंगली राइट कि आपका यू नो हो बट या you know we have a long way to go. One of the things which Pakistan really lacks which is communication skills, customer services. The concept doesn't exist. The concept probably started with because ours was like because it's a third world country. Cost was the main factor. ये जो सबसे सस्ती चीज़ें ले लो तो कस्टमर सर्विस से हमने कभी इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं थी. बट द मोबाइल इंडस्ट्री चेंज दैट बिकॉज मोबाइल्स ऑलरेडी सस्ते थे, फ़ोन कॉल्स करना सस्ते हुए. पीपल से अच्छा हमको अच्छा नेटवर्क चाहिए अदरवाइज नॉट. तो अच्छे नेटवर्क के लिए यू स्पेंडिंग क्वालिटी देन यू नीड गुड कस्टमर सर्विस. आपको अच्छी कस्टमर सर्विस नहीं है पीपल आर विल चेंज नेटवर्क्स. सो दैट एजुकेशन विच द मोबाइल फोन्स गेव हमको 25 साल लगते थे स्कूल में पढ़ाने. सो दैट इज द स्टेपिंग स्टोन बट वी नीड टू फॉलो दैट अप.
True. That's great. I think I've covered most of what I wanted to ask you and get out of you. How can हाँ आखिरी जो क्वेश्चन था सॉरी भूल गया वो ये था कि किसी को कोई टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स छोटी सी दे दें. आई नो रनिंग आउट टाइम आई एम लुकिंग एट इट कॉन्स्टेंटली बट अगर 1 मिनट में जल्दी से बता दें कि आपसे कोई कनेक्ट करना चाहे तो कैसे कर सकता है, और सिमिलरली कोई इन्वेस्टर से कनेक्ट करना चाहे या कैसे लोगों को ढूंढते हैं, कैसे पैसे मिलते हैं. अगर चलें आपने बता दिया कैसे इन्वेस्टर के साथ किस एटीट्यूड के साथ कैसे जाना चाहिए, अब इन्वेस्टर ढूंढने कैसे.
See, investors के लिए again it's all about networking. You have incubators, you have a lot of startups. You probably know the industry में बहुत से हैं who will actually connect you to people. But that's the conventional route. But it's networking, communicating with people, people liking ideas. Sometimes indirectly, this thing connects. The more you actually network, the more you communicate with people, the better the chance. Like I said, the conventional route is the incubators and so on. उनके पास हैं अच्छा यार people are interested in अच्छा हम real estate में करेंगे. A lot of like you probably heard like Saudi Arabia, UAE, वो लोग different industries में करना चाह रहे हैं. Government is giving subsidies, so agriculture, food, ये industries में हैं. But I think the world has always been about opportunities. Opportunities जब आती हैं, just like you just meet people, you just open and honest with the communication, you show your passion and opportunities arise. I can actually share my contact details, so I'm more than happy to actually help people.
And I would say is if you is LinkedIn still a good way to reach out?
LinkedIn is probably the best way to start.
So LinkedIn is, we've already mentioned his LinkedIn. It's going to be in the description then. Everywhere it's posted. Okay. So yeah, reach out to him if you have any good questions. Do your due diligence before. Learn about him. Watch the podcast properly. And then start a conversation with him to make your time and his time worthwhile. So thank you so much for your time, Asif bhai.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Thanks for
speaking.
coming on the podcast.
Thank
and
you very much.
Giving us the honor. And I'm excited to learn so much more from you.
A pleasure. And
Going forward.
You're working on a lot of exciting things, and I'm very positive about Pakistan despite what people say. So hoping to see a lot of progress in the next
Inshallah.
25 years.
Then,
Okay.
inshallah.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Ji.
Startups, entrepreneurship, starting your own new business. Join me every week as we dive into stories, topics, and advices from the top founders, innovators, the crazy ones, the misfits, the troublemakers. Every Saturday at 4 p.m. I'll see you there.